In this video, I'm going to be doing a review of ClosersCopy versus Rytr AI. I'm Vince from Digital Nomad Institute, and let's get started. Alright, so when it comes down to ClosersCopy and Rytr AI, I have both, and they have their strengths and their weaknesses right off the bat. I'm going to be talking about ClosersCopy's strength, but first let me show you the dashboard. So when it comes down to the user interface of ClosersCopy, I prefer Rytr AI better because it's a bit harder to use, right? So if I was to delete this, let me delete this and show you what a blank canvas would look like. You would first need to start a new project. I'm going to go project YouTube test. Okay, give it a description, and it basically is a folder for your content that you're about to create. You go ahead and open it, and then you would go ahead and create new documents. To me, this is a lot of unnecessary steps, but I guess it keeps things organized. Then you would label your new document. I'm going to go ClosersCopy sample. Okay. And then save. Now, once you've done that, you have to go ahead and open. And here, you just have to wait a while. It's a web-based tool, so it depends on your internet connection. And then from here, you can do several options. All of these can be found on the left-hand side. Complete, so you can enter a search query or URL. All right. You have long-form content. So you have you add context to it, and you can adjust your creativity and make it shorter or longer, and then click Write for me. So in this case, I'm going to go with long form content to Rytr's long form content. Now, when it comes to Rytr's AI, everything is on the left hand side, and it's neatly tucked away, so there's nothing overwhelming. And if you want to change it, you just go ahead and drag and drop, or just click and scroll down with the selector. So long form content would be the blog idea and outline. All right. And then primary keyword, I'm just going to go AI writing assist, AI content creator. Okay. For both, just to keep it very simple. And I set the creativity level on high. I click Write for me. And then I'm going to go and do the same thing with this. Click on Write for me. And let it do its thing. Oh, you must need it. Okay. AI content creator. So I guess you have to add a bit more for making content. Add in a keyword and have it just go ahead and do it for you. You have to add in like a sentence, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and easily. Easy. Okay. Just Write for me. All right. So now you would have to, I guess you would have to just type something here. Let me see. Okay, now it's going to make the long form content. And let's see what Rytr has. So Rytr has, right off the bat, a really decent outline. It has a complete guide to AI content creation tools and how they can help with 5 amazing use cases. Introduction, what is an AI content creation tool and how does it actually work? And then next one is how AI content generation tools can help with 5 amazing use cases. After that is AI content creator, a marketer's best friend to save time and money. And the last one is what are the best AI content creation tools in the market? That's pretty decent. Now, if you don't like this, you can go ahead and click back and redo it, or you can increase the number of variants. With this one, it generates like paragraphs that you later on you you add it in. So let's see. One of the main things that we're working on with our new website is creating a way to make it easy to add content to your video. In today's And today we're happy. So today we're happy to introduce a brand new feature to use to the site. The new feature is a simple way to add your content to your videos, easy to use, and will save you time when creating your videos. Not really what I'm looking for. That's Blender, content management system. Maybe this one. Let's just go with this one. So you just click on this icon and you add it. And if you want to extend it, you just clicking on Write for Me. It'll highlight everything, and it will generate several paragraphs for you to choose from. All right, so these are the next one. No, so these are the ones you picked already. What about this one? All right, and then you can maybe add this one or maybe this one. Now the problem with this is, as you can see, there's a limited selection, and sometimes it makes sense and sometimes it doesn't. So I think the long form content is still hit or miss. They're still working on it with ClosersCopy, but for AI content at least, it's not quite accurate. With Rytr, it's very, very accurate, right? And once you what I like about this one is that once you like the outline, right, you can adjust the outline. You make the corrections here before you go into the paragraph. Versus ClosersCopy, it just goes straight into the paragraph for the long form. And if there's a mistake, then what do you do? All right, so let me try to see if I can get something else for this one. Maybe something better. All right, it has at least a timer to let you know when it's ready. See, it writes. Oops, let me add this one. It writes a good paragraph, but for the wrong answer, if that makes any sense. All right, it doesn't always get the right context. All right, so that's the issue with ClosersCopy long form. With this one, all you have to do if you want to create the paragraph is highlight everything, including the keywords. And this is the other thing I like. You can also change the keywords in here to optimize it for other keywords, which you can't really do in ClosersCopy. So then you go ahead and click paragraph, and then it will generate the content for you. So just wait a bit, and there you go. Very contextualized. An AI content generation tool is an artificial intelligence that can generate written content on a given topic or niche. It is a new form of artificial intelligence that has the ability to produce text, images, and videos. Very good, very good. And you just basically simply repeat the same process for the rest of the outlines. All right. This interface is much better when it comes to Rytr. Right. Everything's all within one page. You don't have to leave anywhere. You don't have to do anything. You just click and scroll down. You enter in your keyword, and you're good to go. And then you can modify your outline and then flesh it out. And you can even modify the keywords. With this, it's just kind of like a text wall that's given to you, and you pick the best option between each text wall. And it's not always contextual. Like this is a good answer for maybe YouTube or something else, but there's no mention of AI. Okay, AI content creation. So it long form content, I would say, goes to Rytr. All right. Now let's go into the other type of content that people would like to go into, and that is, let me see, short form content. So you have Google Ads, outlines, titles, conclusions. I'm gonna try to use the blog outline. All right. So let me see. Open this one up, and I'm gonna write content generation tool. Okay. Then I click on Write for Me. Actually, I should really delete this first. Okay, so as I'm waiting for it, hopefully it generates a decent outline. That way it compares apple to apple. All right, so that way you get to see how this outline generation works versus this outline generator. All right, what is AI content generation tool? How does AI work? Benefits of using AI. How to create content using AI. Examples of AI generating conclusion. This is not too bad. I'm gonna go with this one, and I want to see if it can it do like the same thing as Rytr maybe. Like when you highlight it, can you then click on Write for Me, and can you flesh it out, or is it gonna be painful? I really hope it's contextualized. All right. No, no. So basically, this is just a generator, right? So this just simply generates it. And let me see if I can expand. All right, that's not too bad. Okay, so this is what we have so far. What is AI content generation tool? AI content generation tool is a software that helps users create artificial intelligent content. It is usually used to create and train AI generated content for use in various applications. There are some free tools, but most of the ones available are not very good. However, there are many paid options available for those who want to spend money on AI content generator. Why create AI content? Artificial intelligence is becoming more and more popular nowadays. Let's see how much I can actually, how far I can go before. Okay, I can select everything. So I guess that's the good thing about this ClosersCopy is that you can select a lot more to highlight and become a paragraph and expand upon it. Whereas you have a limitation. See how it grays out, all right? So you can only do maybe a few sentences and then it grays out. So that's the limit. Versus ClosersCopy, you can highlight the whole thing and have it expand. Let's see. It has already made its way into many aspects of our lives, from voice recognition to image processing. Wow, this is actually pretty decent. But I gotta say, it's kind of a pain in the neck to kind of fish for this. Like, it really should be incorporated into long form content. But yeah, they're always improving. That's a good thing about ClosersCopy is that they're always improving the interface. They're always improving the software, so that's also a good thing. All in all, I still have to give it to Rytr though. I think Rytr it sounds more, I guess, fleshed out, more rounded, more polished compared to ClosersCopy. ClosersCopy is not bad, right? It's good, but Rytr is just a little bit better, and it's also easier to use. So that is short and long term content. Now let me go into other aspects. So we talked about the user interface and how I don't really like the how everything is kind of like all over the place. So you have workflows, right? And workflows is basically, I guess, like different libraries that you can use, different databases. Let me see. You have templates. This is one thing that's unique to ClosersCopy versus Rytr, is that they can also allow you to have pre-written guidelines like templates, and it's from different areas. So if you want to do like a sales letter, it has a whole bunch of different sales letters that you can do. All right, they have a story form, and this is basically you writing what you think and customizing it according to the template. So you would have to go ahead and add a headline and then have the guide, right? Your headline's job is to make your reader want to read the next sentence, and so on and so forth. They have like how to, they have ultimate formula, they have a whole bunch of different headings that you can use, right? 3 proven ways to get your whatever. So this is not too bad. This is actually pretty good. I gotta say that a lot of packages, they just sell this template alone. All right. So these templates, whether it's emails or instructions or sales letters, this is actually a separate package versus ClosersCopy has this embedded into their AI, which is amazing. This is a great bonus, not a fake bonus like many other places. This is actually a real bonus. I find it very helpful. Let's see, workflows, frameworks. Let me go back. I find it a bit confusing, because it's kind of all over the place. I kind of wish it was like a click and drag down on one area and you just kind of select what you need. But instead, I have to kind of click this icon and go here, and click this icon and go somewhere else. It's a bit confusing. So you have episode descriptions for podcasts, headlines, names, descriptions. So when it comes down to this, I kind of like it. It's useful, but it's a bit confusing. All right. With Rytr, it's a lot easier. You just drag down, go to, let's say if you want to go to video description, you can go ahead and click and enter in your description in here, and it'll flesh it out for you. One thing that's unique to Rytr that ClosersCopy doesn't have is it has a story plot and song lyrics. These are two things that ClosersCopy doesn't have, as well as the video ideas is really good. And let's see, the magic command. So magic command is you basically order Rytr to write a custom content. That if it's not within these templates here, you still don't have to worry. Versus, ClosersCopy, if it's not within a template, right? Within ClosersCopy, it's not within here. You're kind of out of luck, right? But with Rytr, if it's not within the content template within here, you can always use magic command. And magic command allows you to tell or order the AI to write a custom content for you. So in this case, the example they give is write a review about Rytr's AI writing assistant, monitoring its high quality of output and seamless, whatever. Yeah. So let me continue down here. I'm gonna do that. All right. So they don't have a review, right? So I'm gonna say write a review about, let's say, ClosersCopy, and click write for me. So it's ClosersCopy AI writing tool. Let's see if it does this. Okay, here you go. Much better. Sometimes it gets things wrong, like as you can see here, much like a human. But when it gets it wrong, you just have to try again. And Closer.ai is a software that simplifies the process of writing by generating content for you. It is a unique AI writing tool that uses deep learning to create original content for you, your blogs, online magazine, books, and more. Closer.ai is not only an AI software that helps you to write, but also a social network that connects writers to readers. All right, so you can have this magic command, and that's special to Rytr. So all in all, if I had to mark what would I pick purely for an AI content writer to summarize it, let me bring up the table real quick and show you what are my findings when it comes down to both, when I compare the two. Okay, to summarize everything. So when it comes to user interface, Rytr hands down is a lot easier to use. When it comes to long form and short form output, I'd say Rytr is just a little bit better than ClosersCopy. ClosersCopy is not bad, but since we're comparing these two side by side, I said Rytr is better. When it comes to price, this is the interesting part. I would actually go for ClosersCopy because you can purchase it one time. It's one of the few and only AI tools that I know that you can purchase it one time and own it and not have to pay a monthly fee like you do with Rytr. And there's no, when you buy this lifetime deal, there's no restrictions. There's no credit basis stuff. There's nothing. Right? With Rytr, well, you either have to pay monthly, or if you do purchase it one time, it's like a very limited credit system. And lastly, special features. Rytr's magic command is definitely amazing compared to ClosersCopy's template, but it's also not bad. Right? ClosersCopy's extra templates that they give you for their email and sales letter is actually pretty decent. So that's my overall summary between the two. If you want something that does okay and you only have to buy it once, right, and you want to use it as many times as you want to, then ClosersCopy is the AI writing tool that you should choose. If you need something that performs pretty well and has an affordable monthly cost, if you write a lot and you're willing to spend a monthly fee every single month for slightly better performance, then Rytr is the AI of choice when you compare the two. So I hope this video was helpful. And if it was, could you please hit that like button? Mention that I have an AI small YouTube channel mastery course, and it shows you how to grow your small channel by using AI tools and how to automate as many aspects of the content creation process as possible. So if you're interested in that, you can go ahead and check out that link in the description. I will see you in the next video, and thank you so much for watching.